palm training, sort of, but I prefer this one. So today I'm going to tell you a little about lactofermenting in our Polish tradition, with the example of horseradish leaves. These are quite big, as you see, and I separated leaves from the petioles, from these pseudo stems, because these are not stems, these are petioles. During processing this, I want to read you a fragment of my ebook on lactofermenting and marinating Slavic Polish way. Well, we usually say that in Poland we live in the circle of Slavic or Slavonic culture, even though it is impossible to describe it uniformly and it is difficult to confirm the Slavic origin of each of us. Many Poles consider themselves Slavs, and even if DNA tests showed a different ethnicity, they would still feel like Slavs. Well, why? It's just all because of our culture we grow in. For people, the social relationship is often more important than the composition of their genes. This is a good symptom. After all, you need to live among people, get along with your surroundings, live consciously, pro-socially, in harmony with your family, friends, and environment. Is it possible? It's certainly difficult, but not impossible. Poles, however, are rarely aware of the complexity and perfection of the specialties processed by our ancestors, but, well, other nationalities are not aware too much too. Fortunately, we are not the only ones. Now, lactoferments. In Poland, we call it kiszenie, which means lactofermenting. A single lactoferment as a product, in a jar, for example, is kiszonka. To lactoferment is kisić, from the wide range of lactofermented plants, foraged included, which are described in historical records. Only 2 species have been practiced for the last 75 post-war years, cabbage and cucumbers. However, fortunately, it is now the time of rebirth of lactoferments in Poland. Many cultivated local vegetables are lactofermented again. Most of all, red beetroot returned and all its glory, as hugely beneficial probiotic. Traditionally, red beetroot kwas was made in Poland since ages. At present, it comes back in many households, and even restaurants make and serve it. It became a fashionable treat. And regarding the edible weeds, so-called weeds, we lactoferment nearly all species that we forage, as this is one of the cheapest techniques of preserving plant raw material, beside drying. We do not freeze much because we try to limit use of refrigerators, but it's also worth pointing out that lactofermenting cuts down the level of oxalates in all, especially leaf vegetables. So lactofermenting is actually not only for taste, for flavors, but maybe mostly for health, for cutting down the negative influence of the leafy vegetables onto our health. So let's do kiszonki.